I'm Krista Wex. You are listening to MSP Sound on KFAI. So excited to have Jaedyn James with me. Hi.
Hi, Krista. I'm so glad to be here with you. Happy October. Happy Halloween.
Yes, happy October and Halloween, all the fun things. You have, speaking of fun things, October, Halloween, you have a really fun event coming up.
Yeah, I'm trying to brand October as Witch Party Month now because I'm hosting a big witch party October 28th with Lady Midnight, the Foxgloves, Superior Siren, and myself. I produced this Femme Festival where we are just focusing all of our attention on women, non binary folks, and trans folks. The men have to be very, very quiet. And part of my, Witch Party Month is that we sacrifice a member of the patriarchy every day in October at sundown. So you just missed our sacrifice, Krista.
Oh my gosh, I'm so bummed about that.
Yeah, I'll let you know next week or tomorrow. You can come for our sacrifice of a member of the patriarchy.
Please do. I promise I won't tell anybody
No,
where
tell
this happened.
everyone. Tell everyone, Krista.
Yeah, that's why you're
That's the
here.
point.
We want to tell everyone.
It's Witch Party Month. It's not October anymore. It's Witch Party Month.
Witch Party Month. I love it. Now, there was a witch party event you had last year. It was super fun.
Thank you.
Tell me some of the differences or like what's going to happen at this one. What can
Sure.
you tell us?
Yeah, I'm happy to tell. I mean, of course, there's always surprises. I feel like any event I put on. But the difference this year is it's in a bigger space. So we've moved from the Hook and Ladder to the Green Room in Uptown, which is the newest, most beautiful spot to see live music in Uptown. And I just wanted, so this year I really wanted to kind of go for like Barbie witch. So of course you can come as like the classic witch that we all know and love. Please do. But I think this year, with Barbie coming out and with even my new look of being, a blonde bombshell, I really wanted to play with it being a party, like it being we're doing Halloween weekend. Last year we did it during the summer, so I just feel like that was more of like a classical feel. If you know me at all, if you've been to any of my shows or events, you know that I love a theme. I love like really zeroing in on um, making it a really enjoyable event. So we've got cocktails that are going to be special for each band, which I always think is really fun. You kind of get more of the story of each band, more of the flavor. I love bringing things to life. And then we've got temporary tattoos, stickers, candles. We have coloring sheets with all sorts of different types of witches, fat witches, black witches, skinny witches, ghost witches. I mean, I just wanted everybody to be included, except of men, of course, because it's not about them, it's not for them. They can be there, but like I said, they're supposed to be very quiet. And if you're offended by that, that's fine. That doesn't bother me at all. Everything is made for men. And this event was made by a woman. It is for women, non binary, and trans folks. So kind of the same thing as last year is, we're going to have incense and candles. And I really want you to feel like you're in my living room, that you're with my coven, that you're part of my coven, because you probably are, especially if you're, watching my Instagram and, doing that thing. Because I have a lot of witchy ladies and witchy people that are following, and we love to interact and talk about Toad Girl stuff. And so this is just a night where, women get to take over the biggest club, one of the biggest clubs, excuse me, in Minneapolis and celebrate ourselves on one of the biggest holidays of the year.
That's amazing. That sounds, I love all of it. Your lineup is amazing.
Thank you.
Your ideas behind it. Last year's was so much fun.
It was like such a great vibe, right? Like you
Yes.
walked in, it felt calm. It felt empowering. Like even though, yeah, I'm trying to sell a show. That's part of it, right? But I want women to feel this way. I want them to come into a space and know that they are safe and loved, and they can like meet other women and other folks with the same ideology and values of that as them. And I mean, it really runs the gamut of people that are going to be into astrology, which a lot of women are, but not everybody is, and you don't have to be a witch or to be magical or to want to just be in this space with all these incredible musicians, because of course it's a music festival. But it's my dream to make this become a bigger and bigger festival each year. And so, yeah, from last year to this year, I just had to like keep kind of punching it up. And that's what we're doing. That's what I'm trying to do, because there are no femme festivals that are as big as like any other festivals that are out there. I mean, one of the things that I obsess about, Krista, is if I see a festival lineup or if I see a bill at all for a show, I will count literally how many women I can find in those bands on those lineups. And if it's not 25% or more, because it's hard to do for a lot of different reasons, but if it's less than 25%, I'm not going. And I've already tracked in my mind that group or that venue that is making that happen. Because I think it's a disgrace. I think it's completely I hate it. I think it's disgusting, especially when I see really big festivals that I can only find. I think one of the festivals I was looking at this year, there was 64 musicians on stage, and 6 of them were women. And that's not even saying anything about non-binary folks. Of course, a little bit harder to see, so I don't know how everybody identifies. But then also like trans folks too, like representation, we know matters. It matters to folks, it matters to communities. And that's really the other thing that I really care about, is being a part of community and building community, and really creating a space where that can happen. Um, so I'm glad that you enjoyed last year. I feel like a lot of the folks that came said like this was my favorite event of the year just because of how it felt. Like, and to not hear a man's voice amplified, and for men to know this is not your house, this is not where you need to be filling space. You can, take you can appreciate and you can buy the things, please, but this is just not about you. And I think white men especially have to get comfortable with that, and I know that they're not. But the fact is, we deserve it. We deserve this space, and so I'm really proud of it, and I really want to share it.
I'm glad. And I'm so glad you are bringing up so many of these topics, because these are things that go through my head too when I look at bills or festivals too, where it's like, are you kidding me? Like, this band, I have yet to see them perform with a woman when, and that's, I mean, that's among our local
You,
scene. That's among our
yeah,
local scene a lot.
yeah, it is.
And that it doesn't sit well with me. Like, representation definitely matters, and that's a huge part of what I like my show to be as well. So I like, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. And I'm glad, I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. And I probably would never, like, I can't believe I'm saying it out loud right now too, but it's, I mean, we got to say it. We got to be heard, and come on, do better.
Yeah, do better, and we have to confront it. Like, I'm tired of seeing the same 5 bands take up all of the brewery festival spots. Like, I'm tired of that, and so are the audiences. Like, give the audience more choice. Like, even for me, I'm like, I want to see more Black folks on stage. I want to see more Black women being heralded and paid. I want to see more Black audiences. When I just see a white audience, what that says to me is we're only marketing to one type of person, you know and that's a mistake. And it's something with how big the Minneapolis music scene and the St. Paul music scene is. It's it's such a tiny sliver of what we are and what our scene has to offer. I mean, that's why I love listening to your show, because you have such a dynamic and diverse like lineup of music. And I know that you're taking on the patriarchy. You've done a lot of things. We don't have to bring up names, but that have, really kind of gotten at the foundation, because those folks don't deserve a platform, and there are folks that really do, and they just don't get it because they're not, a basic white dude. So, just whatever. Which party?
Party. Which party?
Which, I
28th.
mean, I don't know which party. Which party are you going to? Which party?
Oh, I love it. Yes. Which party? Which party?
I don't know. Which party? Yeah, which party? Let's go, ghouls. Like, which party? Halloween. I know, I saw that. I saw that online and I stole it.
I
Isn't
love
it so good? Isn't that so cute? Let's go,
Yes.
ghouls.
I mean, I actually would have thought you came up with that on your own, actually. That feels
I
very
have been
Jaedyn.
I've been like joking with a bunch of my friends of like, how do I make the witch party joke? Who's on first? How do I tie that all in? But I have so many ideas for content and jokes that like I get like overwhelmed, and they just like stay with me because I don't know what to like do with them all. So that's why you have to come see a show. That's where the magic is.
Magic is all there.
Mm-hmm. It is. I know. I'm just want this show to be packed full of beautiful, hot, empowered, smart women and queer folks. That's my dream. That's my heaven. And with like a witchy cocktail that's like got edible glitter in it.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
There's
there.
one that there's one that's gonna have a gummy worm in it.
Stop it.
Like a gummy worm cocktail. And you can get a parlor burger. Like for
Oh my
me,
gosh.
I know. So like for me, I'm 33. I had to think about it really hard. I was like, how old am I? I'm 33. I want to be able to dance. Like I want the option. I want to be able to sit down. Got to be a chair there. I want there to be multiple things to do. So it's like, okay, we're doing witchcrafts. We're doing coloring sheets. Like, oh, you feel a little like introspective. You don't want to talk to anyone. All right, do a coloring sheet by yourself at the table and eat a burger. Like, I mean, what could be a better Halloween party? I'm not sure. Like, I just feel like the only thing that's missing is that not everybody knows about it. Like,
Yeah.
I just want to like tap into their brain, like, oh, you don't have a Halloween party? Like, you're going to which party? Like, it's the perfect party. Why wouldn't you be there? Plus,
Yeah.
I think the fashion is going to be great. Like, it's not a costume contest. I'm sure we'll have people that wear Halloween costumes, and that's fine. But I think it's really more about like gothy, witchy. You can wear whatever you want. I'm definitely have a few items that I'll be wearing. But I'm really excited to see what other people are working on and what they're gonna bring. And that's like the other element is like bring your witch wardrobe. Like, let's go. Let's get spooky. Very excited. Very, very excited.
I like I like the idea of a witch outfit. I also like what you said earlier about a Barbie witch party.
Yeah.
Jaedyn, you got it all. You've described some of like my favorite things in a night. I could color, I can listen to music, and get a parlor burger. I mean, and dress awesome.
And get a cocktail with a gummy worm in it
Yes.
and edible glitter. Like,
Yes.
okay.
What
Yeah.
what else do I need? I don't need much else in a night.
I mean, and like that's the thing too. I love going to just live music, right? Like even just that. But that's why I love making events. Like the details. There's so many little details. And I like going to things. Now, God bless everyone who's gotten married. But that's not the only theme event I want to go to.
Right.
I love love, but I also really love myself and my magic. And I want to share like that. Not that you have, I mean, yeah, come and love me. But like, come, like, love yourself and be celebrated for your magic. While eating, they also have Chicago dogs.
Yes.
Like, I had one. I stopped into the club because I saw Cindy Lawson for the first time.
Oh,
Hello. Why is this woman not have a statue
Oh,
in the cities? Like Cindy Lawson is an icon. My mind was blown. Anyway, like punk music, great hooks, super fun lyrics. She's hot. She's not afraid to age. She's incredible. Anyway, I went and I watched Cindy Lawson and I ate a Chicago dog at the green room. And I was like, all right, well, this is a great night. Like, I'm having an awesome night. I'm
I
having the perfect night. Yeah.
yeah,
So
those hot dogs, don't sleep on them. Those are good with some
don't sleep on.
fries. It's
Yeah.
just like I love what they're doing over there at Green Room. They
Yeah.
got it going
Mhm.
on. And they're
They
gonna
got it
have
going on. And
even
then the
more.
other thing is, so if I was to dream, I'm going to be too busy setting this party up. But if I was just coming to Witch Party, like if I was just a guest, because I definitely would come to this event if I didn't create it, there's incredible sushi across the street. Okay? You know how I feel about sushi? It's my favorite. But at the end, when you're done, they should like hand you a burger. Like you're gonna be hungry, you know? And I eat. Everybody knows I eat. I love to eat. I'm not ashamed of eating. I love to eat. So what I would do, because this is also like an earlier show, right? Because I want you to go to bed too. Everybody loves to go to bed now.
Sweet.
It's fine. Let's accept it. We made shows earlier. At 5 o'clock, I'm going to get sushi. And then I'm going to go hang out and have a cocktail at the green room. And Superior Siren is going to come on at 7 p.m. And then I'm going to like do some coloring sheets. I'm going to get a temporary tattoo. I'm going to hang out on the patio. I'm going to get to see the foxgloves, like kind of like pump it up. And then it's going to get real sexy with Lady Midnight. And then I'm going to say goodnight to you in a very, Jaedyn James way. And then I get to like if you were to eat a burger while you were watching me, like a parlor burger, because I also know the people that created that burger. I helped open Burrow. So that to me would be the poetry. Is like you start with sushi and then you make your way through this incredible event and then you get to me and you eat a parlor burger while you're watching me. And to me, that would be the perfect night. And then you can, if you play it right, like if you leave right after, my set is done, you can be in bed by 12:30,
Oh,
right?
that's
Like it's
amazing
Halloween weekend. You're going to be up a little bit, but like
for sure.
we don't need to, we're 30.
Yeah.
Maybe some of us.
Some people are, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Some people in the world are 30.
That's like a good like median age. Like some
Isn't
people are
and I
30.
feel like it's a great time for people to go to bed. And if you want to stay up later, bless you.
You can do it. You can go to
You
other places.
you could. You definitely could do that. Anyway, so I think it's the perfect night. That's what I wanted to create was the perfect night. And I'm really excited because the green room really has helped me do that. You
That's
know?
awesome. Yeah, I think Green Room is awesome. It's a great newish venue, and I think I like them even more that your events there. So
Yeah.
I
I
like
mean, it's as a musician, here's my dog.
and also
He's so cute. He's very cute. He's
very
like, Mom,
friendly.
we haven't exercised today. Um, but I think now I don't want to like hurt my own business, but venues where we're hurting, where venues are messing up, I think, is they aren't throwing enough support to artists. They aren't curating events with them. Like when you want, because I think live music is a hard sell still after COVID. Like, I think business is down 20% across the board for everybody, even the big guys. It's hard. People want to be at home, they want to feel safe, and I totally get it. So, how do you make these events feel great? How do you make something worth it for people to go out that isn't Beyonce and isn't Taylor Swift? You know? You partner with the artists and you curate your nights. That's what this is for me. It's like we have folk music, R&B, and I mean like Lady Midnight is going to be doing like a DJ set. So It's a very eclectic night, but the center of it is that an eclectic, empowered woman is going to enjoy it, and she definitely will. But it's kind of that thing where it's like, you maybe don't need every night to be the same genre, because those fans probably know about each other, and that's great. Love those communities. But like, how do we diversify those crowds? How do we, build the artist name so that the next time they come back, they have more of a following and they're excited to come to this venue? Because I can promise you that folks that come to the green room for the first time for Witch Party, and they're going to see this like dedication and care, they're going to come back to green room without me there. They're going to be like, no, that was a hot spot to be. I loved being there. I felt cool being there, because that's what you want too. You want to feel cool and sexy when you're out. And I want to see that in more venues. I want to see people making events. And of course I see it, but I want to see more of it. Yeah.
Me too. We're on the same. I mean, not that we ever thought we weren't on the same side. Sometimes I just feel like you're saying everything that's on my heart too. Like, I would love to see that too. I'd love to see, yeah, like a nice, diverse mix of music in an evening, instead of like, this style plays here tonight, this style plays here this night, and it's the same bands that cycle through and play together over and over again. It's like,
right.
It's cute, but I love that y'all are buddies, but how about you bring on like someone new with you?
Oh, that's totally another gripe of mine, is like, stop playing with just your friends.
Yeah.
Stop playing with just your friends, Like, you gotta branch out. And again, it's like, you feel safe in community, but it's like the way you're going to build even your name or others, you diversify. You figure out who all can have a successful night together. And it also is just looking out for each other too. Like, there are some like new acts that are coming up. I mean, the Foxgloves have had a crazy busy year. Superior Siren has to get a bigger following in the Twin Cities. Like, it just is like it's destiny. They're so incredibly good. Like, they're so good. And those relationships and the Foxgloves they're all throughout Wisconsin. All those members, are based, were at least based somewhere in Wisconsin too. So it's like, I'm excited just to bring great talent together, and I'm so glad that everybody signed on. And because they're doing it too, of course, now I have more women I didn't know asking like, hey, can I be in next year's Witch Party? It's like, yeah, like, my thing now is, when you run a festival, I want to guarantee these women money. I don't want to just work off the door. And these are terms that maybe if you're not in the industry you don't know, but I don't want to just be like, everybody has to work crazy hard and earn $100. No, I want to partner, and I want to get them paid because they're talented and they need to be paid. If you do the work, get paid. So I really want to write a grant for Witch Party. I just want it to get bigger. I want more advertising budget. I want more media. And I'm just one teeny tiny little lady. And it can be hard. Like, I just want to pay for my own advertisement in Star Trip. Like, I just want to put thousands of dollars into the internet and go, great. You all know, right? Like, we talked about, like, I just want to tap on people's head and be like, Witch Party is what you're doing for Halloween. There's no reason to do anything else. It's the best party.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. Like I said, it's my dream to make it bigger.
I
And
think
to make men more quiet and more uncomfortable.
just a couple small wishes.
Just for like 1,000 years. Just like, it's not revenge. It's just a teeny tiny like alimony in what we've gone through,
Yeah.
Just a few thousand years.
It makes sense to me. Seems reasonable.
It is. It's reasonable.
Well, I'm excited. I know this event will I mean, it already is from last year to this year. New venue, great lineup. I mean, Superior Siren was amazing last year. I can't wait to see them again. And I mean, Foxgloves are awesome. Huge Lady Midnight fan. Love, love, love Lady Midnight. Of course, love you too. You know I love you.
Oh, I do know that. Yeah, I think it's an incredible lineup. I love having it being eclectic. I hope everybody that comes just stays the entire night, you know, because again, it's like I try to make wherever I play, I want to be comfortable. I want you to be able to enjoy the experience of being out. You know, that's what I want, and that's what Witch Party is designed to do. It's so the one thing that I will miss from the Hook and Ladder is that they had couches, which felt very like, you know,
Lounge.
boudoir, which,
Ew.
yeah. So I did. I thought about bringing couches in and I went, stop. Stop. Like, I'm already bringing so much stuff, like decorations and just, you know, the witchcrafts that I'm bringing, and we're gonna hex the patriarchy. This was so fun. So last year, you probably remember we had the cauldron, and you can throw your hex into it for the patriarchy. So, I mean, we must have had 75 people write their hex for the patriarchy. And then the after party, so all the witches that had been on stage all night, we went back to my head witch's house, one of my best friends. Her house is so witchy. Like ravens just like come into it. You know what I mean? Like she's the most magical person I know. Kind of scary. And anyway, so after then we went and she has like a real, you know, cauldron in her house and we burned them as like a coven of witches. And I was just like, oh, like I didn't plan that. You know, I didn't like expect for us all to do that. And it was just like this beautiful thing. So if you wrote a hex for the patriarchy last year, like it was honored and by like some very magical women sitting at a table drinking champagne. So
It's amazing. That sounds.
it was truly, I was like, this is the best night of my life, you know? And so to be able to do it again and like I said, it's like each year I need it to grow. I want to see it grow and I want it to be safe and um, I'm just hoping it has the same vibe of like home. I think and a party though, you know, like it's a house party like in a beautiful club, you know, like a multi-million-dollar club, no big deal. Like no big deal.
It's
Yeah,
just
whatever, it's
wish
fine.
party, whatever.
It's just like which party? Which party?
Party. Oh my gosh. Well, that's incredible. I love your goals and ideas and dreams and wishes and caviar. I don't know. I felt like I had to say caviar there too.
It is maybe like next year we'll do like a really fancy witch party. So that's the thing. It's like I get to play with it every year. Like you can always, again, like you know what a witch is, you know who she is, you've seen her, and then I can make it any theme I want. I mean, like when I realize, like, oh, like we have Ursula, like we have sea witches, you know, we have Glinda, we've got good witches. I mean, you really can take it into so many places, and I love that. I love that.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Which
Oh.
party? Oh.
Oh. Oh. Which party? You know, Saturday, October 28th at Green Room. I'm going to be there. Superior Siren's going to be there. The Foxgloves and Lady Midnight. It's going to be an incredible night. It's for women, by women, and of course, queer folks, trans folks, non binary folks. Love to see you there.